Live, 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 live. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Get everything adjusted here. There we go. Make sure I'm like double amplified. Welcome. Welcome to Lindy's Treehouse. It is Thankful Thursday. It is a wackadoodle weather Thursday. That's what I call it. Holy moly. Welcome to Lindy's Treehouse. I'm Paramount USA, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and hit the notification so you don't miss a show on Thursday nights, because we always just get together and have fun in the treehouse. And Bill H gets the lazy boy chair tonight in the treehouse because he was the first one. Scooby says, got a red blue strobe while on sale. Now I can be the Paramoda police. Very cool. Fun. We got an ice storm going on right now. Northern Michigan, no less. And downstate, there's tornadoes going around. What the heck and wackadoodle weather day is this, right? I can hear the ice hitting the windows up here. Seriously, I've got, these huge, beautiful, beautiful windows off my living room. It is crazy. It's been crazy like all day. But I know I'm in a lot safer place than I was in my other apartment. At least the power's staying on. So praise God for that. But they have generators here too. So we're set. And what else? It's Autism Awareness Month. Yes, it is. My nephew, Alex. If Alex and Amy, my baby sister, listening. Hi, Alex. I love you. Love you very much. Alex is my nephew. He is autistic, and I love him very much. So make sure you put some blue hearts in the comments tonight, okay? Throw those blue hearts or put as many different colored hearts in the chat tonight. Just randomly put those hearts in there so we know that we're thinking of the kids and, and the adults and all that do have autism. I even have my autism, I don't know if I can show you. I've got my autism socks. I don't know if you can see. There you go. There's my autism socks. Yes. I bought those a couple years ago. So I've been sporting those all day. And I got to put this here. Open that up. Open my phone up. If it'll open. I don't know, it's doing something. It's like it's on pause or whatever. But then I have my autism awareness t-shirt that my baby sis Amy bought me years ago. So I'm also wearing my autism awareness and my pin. I got this years ago because NASCAR used to have a sponsor for autism. And I bought this pin, and it wasn't cheap, but whatever money when I bought this pin, the money went to the Autism Foundation. And so it was kind of cool that I donated. And Scuba says 82. What the heck? Oh no, it's been like in the 30s here, like all day. And it's been ice. And so I'm watching, I got my max velocity on the TV. I'm watching the weather and all that stuff. But welcome, everybody. Come on in, relax, get up in the treehouse. I've got chocolate, Easter bunny eggs up there, little baskets sitting around. I got the fridge up in the treehouse. It's all filled with goodies and everything. So please enjoy, because it's also Easter week. And I wish the weather was a little bit nicer, right? Yesterday was sunny. It was cold, but it was sunny. And then here the storm rolls in, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. But other than that, the whole week's been okay. And tell me how your week is. Sorry if I'm kind of belching here. I'm drinking my water. I'm not singing tonight because I won't have a voice, for later when I have to do all these shenanigan things that I do, right? And if anybody knows me, I've got my mascots here. I got Joey and I got Joey Logano. Anybody who's just joining us, who's watching, I worked for Home Depot 33 years, and retired from there and all that. So I got Joey Logano, and who NASCAR, and then he's got baby, and then I got baby Joey. So those are my mascots for every. I just keep them here on the couch every Thursday. They come out and visit because they want to be on the live stream too, right? And Bill says, I had a lazy week so far. That's all right. We all need lazy weeks, right? We all need lazy weeks. I don't know why my phone's doing that. Trying to get that off of there. I don't know what it's doing. There we go. I must have bumped it or something. Love cell phones, right? Gotta have those cell phones. Yes, gotta have all that good stuff, and gotta have YouTube, and because if I didn't have YouTube, I wouldn't be sitting here with y'all. I'm on my 92nd show. 92nd show. And this week, a couple days ago, Monday, Tuesday, I got a special surprise in the mail. I guess I can tell everybody, right? Scooby and Munchkin. Hi, Munchkin. I love you, girl. I got some really cool stickers. These are really, really funny stickers. Munchkin and Scooby-Doo sent this to me, and it's full of little stickers. So I'll be putting these as soon as I get your packages out. I already got everything, like I said, set up to go, but I can't get them to the post office till like the 13th. So, because I'm on a budget, but I love giving things away. I love doing this for you. So don't let that bother you. But donations, you guys, you're sending me stuff like socks and all that stuff. I'm still going to get more koozies. Get that out. So we have new koozies for the summer. I have not forgot about you. Okay. I have not forgot about you and all your prizes that I owe you. So I remember I used to laugh like, why is it telling Robert, you need to get those prizes out? My Robert that was paraglinetalk.com. He would always get his stuff out late, and I used to laugh at him. Well, now here I'm sitting here, and it's been 2-3 weeks, and everybody's still waiting for their prizes, but you'll get them eventually. Scuba says a lot of those stickers were pretty funny. Yes. There are some really cute ones in here. There really are. Yeah, I had to laugh. And when I opened up this package, Molly came running right away thinking that it was treats or whatever. But they got some really, really cute ones in here. So I can't wait to share them with you all. I don't want to open it because they'll probably fall out. They'll fall out all over the floor, and then Molly will be eating them, thinking that it's something for her, right? So, yeah. So, other than that, gosh, it's so weird. The ice is hitting the window, so it's going. It's like crystallized, whatever. It's so weird. But I'll take this over tornadoes, okay? And prayers, to my peeps downstate. It's too close for comfort right now. So, yeah, it's kind of a little bit unnerving day, whatever, with this weather and stuff. But like I said, 25 was that last ice storm we had, but I was in my other apartment and the power went out, remember, for like 5 days. And I ended up, going downstate to my sister's house for 5 days because I had no heat. No power, nothing, that was horrible. That was horrible. So yeah. So now here, at least I'm up, I'm up high. I've got heat. I got everything that I need here. I got Molly behind me. And I don't know if you can see the painting up there. That Molly inspired me to do that painting because I wanted to do the colors of Molly. So I took what I did with that painting. I took an old makeup brush and then I got paint, I just put some paint or whatever, and I dipped the makeup brush and dabbed it in the makeup brush and put it on the canvas. So that's how I got all those colors. I just kept going dab, 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 all like that. Really easy. And that's what I like about doing on these what do you call it? What do they call? Not obstacle, but you know what I mean. So I'm much better at doing this than trying to do some drawings. Abstract. Yes, abstract. I'm better at doing abstract. And then I found some paintings and I hung them up in my bathroom that will match my new shower curtains because they're flowers and they got all pretty flowers on them. So the different colors, I was able to find some of my paintings and put the different colors in there, kind of matchy. So kind of fun. And eventually, my apartment's going to look like a art gallery, right? It'll look like an art gallery because I'm slowly getting all my paintings, on the walls and stuff right now. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. But I'm so happy everybody's here. I appreciate all my subscribers out there and my viewers and my watchers and lurkers and all that. And I'm going to try to stay up on the, up on the chat and everything tonight. And like I said, I appreciate everybody being here tonight. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse. And you know the drill. I'm here every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, come rain or shine. And we call it Wackadoodle Weather Thursday. Yes, Wackadoodle Weather Thursday. WWT. Yes. We got Greg Laney, multitasking and listening to the Treehouse. Yes, Greg Laney, you are the king of multitasking. Yes. I got my trusty book here, so I got to keep track who's all in the Treehouse tonight. And hello to you, Mr. Greg Laney. Welcome. I'm always happy to have all my peeps here on Thursday nights. I really enjoy my Thursdays. And just figuring everything out, what I'm going to talk about. Keeps my brain busy for sure. Greg Laney, and saying hi to everybody in the chat. And so that's really cool. Like I said, you guys have been with me from day one, and I so appreciate everybody. Please don't forget, put some blue hearts in the chat tonight, okay? Hi, Will Fly, welcome. Put some blue hearts in the chat for Autism Awareness. It's Autism Awareness Month. So make sure that you put those blue hearts in there, okay? Like I said, I'm wearing my Autism Awareness shirt. I got my Autism Awareness socks on, and my pin, Autism Awareness pin. So I'm wearing the blue. So yeah, you can put some Easter bunnies in there in the chat tonight because it is, almost Easter, and we'll talk about that later. Yes, you can put the ribbons in there too. Yes, put those all in the chat. Put the Easter bunnies in there and the autism awareness hearts and the ribbons and everything. I appreciate that. That's really, really awesome that everybody's doing that. So I did get on the hello with flies in the house. I did get on my bike. I have my exercise bike right downstairs in my little exercise room. I call it like my room. Nobody ever goes in there. So I just go down there in the afternoon and I have it all to myself, put my podcast on. I started out doing like 10 miles, 12 mile, whatever. Now I'm up to 18 miles. So I try to stay on the bike at least an hour and a half now, every day. So I add a mile every time, that I go every day. I've done it. I'm very proud of myself. I've done it every day for the last 2 weeks. I've not missed a day. And that's my thing. And it energizes me because, I already have all this energy anyway. And so thank you for those hearts. Yes, I love it. I love it. And the bunnies. Yes, you guys are awesome. My guys and gals. Because I know Munchkin's watching and I love her. She already knows that, though. I tell her that all the time. I love you, Munchkin. She knows that. And, of course, Scooby's okay. Yeah, Scooby's a cool guy. We love Scooby-Doo, right? Yeah. Scooby-Doo's the best. Yes. And we look forward to Scooby's show on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to Friday nights. But I look forward to tonight. Yes, happy Easter, Willfly. Happy Easter. Yeah, so right now, like I said, it's wackadoodle weather Thursday. That's what we call it because I can hardly see out of my windows. It's ice and ice. Yes. And there's no, the power's still going, obviously, because I'm sitting here talking to everybody. But we're going to get started on the show. I'm just going to say, let's see what else. Yeah, we did the Blue Hearts, and it's show 92 in Wackadoodle Weather Thursday. Yes. I'm already at 92. Holy moly. Yes. And Scuba says, wow, my. So we're going to get started here. So welcome, everyone. Climb up. I can't even read. Okay. Climb up. Welcome, everyone. Climb up, friends. You've made it to Lindy's Treehouse Secret Hideout. Activated. Whether you're swinging by for the first time or you're one of the Treehouse regulars, pull up a branch and get comfy. We've got laughs and chats and good times ahead. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. That's what it's about, right? Good times ahead on Lindy's Treehouse. Let's see. Okay, I'm looking here. I asked, Scuba says, I asked her when was Easter. She was like, it's 3 days away. And you're just now asking what a procrastinator. I don't even know what's going on for Easter yet. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay because when you got family that works and they work a lot, God bless my family. You never know, but it's okay. I love Easter and we're going to talk about Easter, but I learned a new word this week. You know how I just love learning new words, right? And anybody that has kitty cats, you can tell me if you ever heard of this word. Greebles, Greebles. This is for people that have kitty cats. And what it is, and Molly does this. The internet term Greebles describes the phenomenon of cats staring at or chasing nothing, which is often just them fixating on small, subtle movements. So Molly does that. She'll chase her tail. And let's see. Greg says, is it true that in California they celebrate Wester? They celebrate Wester. And Sissis is in the house. Hi, sis. Everybody say hi, Sissis. And Sissis Judy. Sissis. I haven't been drinking, seriously. Hi, sis. She's saying, hi, Miss Molly. Yep, Miss Molly. I got right Judy down, my sis. She's the best. She made me a beautiful Easter wreath. You guys probably saw it on Facebook. The handmade gifts are the best. They really are. But yeah, there's a thing called it's Greebles. And Molly does that. Like last night. she'll just pretend she's chasing something, but there's nothing there. But I really think that they can see ghosts. And Kimmy's in the house too. Yay! Hi, Kimmy, my sister-in-law. My lovely sister-in-law is in the house tonight. Everybody say hi to Kimmy. I love family. They're the best. They're the best. Make sure you put those blue hearts in the chat tonight. And all different color hearts if you want. I put some blue hearts and some purple and all kinds of different hearts in the chat tonight. So for Autism Awareness. Autism Awareness Month. Yes. And yeah, so it's Greebles. So I saw Molly last night. She was kind of jumping around like a silly kitty, like jumping in the air. I don't know what she was jumping at, but evidently she thought she saw something. So when they're doing that, they call them, they're doing Greebles. Greebles. That's silly, huh? I'm telling you, I got all my notes here. So let's start out with, and then I'm going to read some new news, right? And then we're going to do some Easter riddles. I got some really cute riddles in here for Easter. Keep it light tonight. You know what I mean? Just because it's Easter week and the weather's kind of cray-cray tonight. And I just feel really chill. I'm just chilling with y'all. Thursday nights, this is the place to be, Lindy's Treehouse. I mean, just use your imagination. And Bill got the lazy boy because he was the first one in the chat. And hopefully Cowboy John will jump in the chat tonight, and paraglidingtalk.com. Maybe he'll jump in the chat tonight. But this is called, I always put my my sayings or quotes or whatever to get the show started. So set new goals. All great athletes seek personal best. Always seek new challenges, especially those that stretch your capabilities. But remember, it's not the goal that's important. It's the quest that brings the benefits. The journey, not the arrival, matters. So pretty cool, right? So I set my goals when I go down on my bike every day. Yeah, I'm telling you what, it helps me sleep. I can go through the rest of the day and I am so relaxed. It really releases a lot of energy, and it's actually relaxing sitting on my exercise bike. It really is. I haven't had any really shenanigans too much going on this week with who down, that lives below me. Already about last week about the packages and all that. I think I told you about the Amazon package drama or whatever. Will Fly says, Greg Laney, what do you call two ladies in a closet that really, really like each other? What, Will Fly? I can't imagine where this is going. What is it, Will Fly? What's the answer? I'm waiting for the answer. What do you call two ladies in a closet that really, really, really like each other? Liquor. Oh, stop, Will Fly. Will Fly. Will Fly. Seriously. Seriously. Keep it G, man. Liquor cabinet. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. I don't know where that came from. But yes, Will Fly, Will Fly. Let's see, what else? So we're gonna get into wait, wrong show. Sorry. Yeah, that's okay. Yes, we got to keep it G. I got family. My family watches this. Yes. See, then you go to Friday night, and then we still have it's a lot of fun on Friday nights. And what the heck? I got Gatorade, Powerade or something on my nose right here. You can feel it. It's all sticky. It's like, ugh. But yeah, so we're gonna get started with some new news to me, right? And then we can talk some Easter, right? Do Easter stuff. I've got my other little mascots here. We got Bugs Bunny, and he was cold tonight, so he wanted to wear his Christmas hat because he was confused because of the weather and everything. And he's like, oh, is it Christmas tonight? I had to bring Bugs Bunny out for Easter. Yes. Will Fly said, is the instigator tonight. Yeah, Will Fly. Yes, he took his instigator vitamins tonight. That's what it was, Greg Laney. So yeah, we got, he's kind of be like Superman, right? Yeah. See, my Bugs Bunny. Yes, the Bugs Bunny. He's pretty funny. We got him, my little other mascot, and then I know my sis Judy likes panda bears. So that's my panda bear. He's the panda bear of the night with this cute little sweater on, right? And look at his legs. They move and everything. Look at his legs. They all move and you can set him down anywhere. I mean, so cute. So cute. So this is Mr. Panda. He wanted to join us tonight. And then, of course, Bob Evans, we can't let Bob Evans out. He still has to join the show every Thursday night. Yes. Bob Evans is the coolest chicken ever. Like I said, he's super soft and he loves to hang out with everybody. Judy Marshall said, what do you call a sad strawberry? I don't know, Jude. What do they call a sad strawberry? This is funny. I like this because I've got a bunch of riddles for y'all after we do the news to me. Yes. Yeah, everybody jump in the chat. Hit that like button. Thank you, subscribers. I really appreciate all my subscribers and viewers and everything. My views keep going up, and I'm super excited about that. And I so appreciate. I always tell you, I appreciate everybody, because I couldn't do the show without you, or I'd be talking to myself, which I do all day anyway. So it is a sour berry. Let's see who gets it right. What do you call a sad strawberry? A sour berry? I don't know. What do you call it? Judy says, a blueberry. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. A blueberry. That's funny. That's funny, sis. Good one. I like this. Y'all putting those things in the chat. Put a bunch of strawberries in the chat. I don't know. That's pretty good. So we're going to go through my new news to me, and then we're going to go to some riddles, okay? Like I said, we're just kind of chilling like a villain tonight. It just with the ice storm and everything going on. I just, I thank God that I'm safe here tonight in my new place and all that. And I'm totally enjoying it. Every day I get up and I thank the good Lord. I really, yes, a clean joke. Yes, this. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Greg Laney says, what did Spartacus do when the lion ate his wife? I don't know. What did Spartacus do? Nothing. He was gladiator. Oh no. That's a good one. Nothing. I get it. Oh my gosh. If Shane was here, he'd be watching this. He'd be cracking up right now because those are definitely Shaney jokes. Shaney loves those. Yeah, that's a Shaney joke. Hi, Shane. If you're listening out there, I hope you're doing okay. We think about you every day. We miss you on Tuesday nights. But I totally get it. But don't forget to check in Lindy's Treehouse on Thursday night and Friday nights with Scooby. Me and Scooby and Munchkin are the last Mohicans on the streaming right now. So, but it's okay. We don't mind. We love seeing our peeps here, and we all check in with each other, and that's what I love about Thursday and Friday nights, right? We all check in with each other, so I love all my peeps. So a South African politician snorkeling in a giant city pothole to highlight the mismanagement, protesting. So that pothole must have been an awful big pothole for this guy to to snorkel, right? Because he was mad because evidently, they weren't fixing the potholes, right? And so he decided to snorkel in it, trying to be funny, I guess, in South Africa. So I can't imagine. Munchkin says, need chicken and dumplings. I know we're going to talk about some food, right? Your favorite foods for Easter and all that stuff. We're going to talk about that. So yeah, so that politician, he wasn't happy. Hi, Munchkin. Love you, girl. April Fool's. This was called an April Fool's dummy police in California. They responded to a report of a trespasser drinking outside of a home. Okay, so this guy was sitting like at the right outside in their driveway, like at the garage, I guess, by the garage door. He was sitting down at the garage door, and evidently the neighbors knew each other or whatever, but only to discover it was an April Fool's prank. It was a dummy. So a good thing, hopefully the neighbors knew each other, right? But I saw the picture of him. The guy's literally, he's sitting down and he's got a beer bottle laying down on the ground, and he's sitting by the garage door, and it looks like a real person. So I could see that happening. That would freak me out though. Judy said, what kind of music does an Easter bunny like? I know. Oh, Munchkin got it first. I was just going to say hip hop. That's hilarious. You guys, oh my God, that is funny. So then we had a kangaroo. Kangaroo escaped a zoo, and he jumped an 8-foot fence and spent 3 days just hopping around the neighborhood, hopping around the city. So, and this is in Wisconsin. So he broke out of the Wisconsin Zoo. So how in the heck does that happen, right? Can you imagine? I wonder how they caught him. Do you think they got on horses and roped him or something? How in the heck do you catch a kangaroo? They're pretty big, and they fight, right? I bet anybody was trying to get him. He was probably boxing the people that were trying to catch him, right? Because you see, kangaroos, they get on their hind legs, right? And they box. So I think that's pretty funny. Pretty funny. A British Columbia man calmly asked a black bear and her cubs to leave his yard, saying, I need you to go. Have a good day. What would you do if you walked in your yard and you had two bears and never heard of a kangaroo roping? Can you imagine? I mean, Munchkin, how would they catch them, right? I'm thinking they're on horse, they could be on horseback or something. But even if you try to catch them, they fight, right? The kangaroos have boxing abilities or whatever. So, so I can't imagine walking out in your yard and having a bear and her little cubby bears all out there. Scuba says, I would say I don't live here because we don't have bears. There's been some bear sightings up here in the north. Yeah, there's been some bear sightings. I can't imagine. Well, look at that one place, right? That one story I did weeks ago where that bear was hibernating underneath somebody's house, right? So they finally got him out of there. I forgot how they did it, but whatever they did, it made the bear mad. I can imagine the smell down there and stuff. That bear was sleeping down there like all winter. Oh my gosh, that just ugh. So. And then we have, I don't know where, this was in Europe. 12 tons of Kit Kat bars were stolen in Europe. Judy says, what day does an egg hate the most? I don't know. What day does an egg hate the most? What day does it? I have some funny riddles here too. Yes, I have some funny riddles. What day does it? Let's see. I'm going through the days. Friday. Friday. Is that right? Did I get it right? Friday? Get it? Fry. Fry. Day. Friday. Friday. Did I guess it, sisses? I think it's Friday. That's what I think. I think it's Friday. See if I got it right. Did I get it right? Friday? Greg Lindy's cracking up. Well, that could be the answer. You know, Friday. Friday. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not much of a big egg eater anymore. I'm really not. Isn't that weird? Eggs used to like me. I think I only like them when I go out to eat. Greg Lane, that cracks me up. Oh, the hard-boiled eggs, the Easter eggs, right? Coloring Easter eggs. Yeah, we used to do that every year. I don't remember if we colored Easter eggs, Jude, when we were growing up. I don't remember that. Friday. That's what I said. I said Friday. I already guessed it. I guessed it already. Friday. Yes. Yeah, so some people stole 12 tons of Kit Kat bars. Were stolen in Europe. 12 tons. And Will says, what do you call 10 rabbits marching backwards? Oh, boy. At least he's keeping it clean. You know? I got worried as soon as Will puts a question on there, puts a riddle, then I get scared, like, okay, where's this going? Where's this going? A receding hairline. Munchkin's got it. Who likes Kit Kat bars? I'm not really big on. You guys like Kit Kat bars? That's a lot of Kit Kat bars. I wonder what they were doing with them. Maybe put them in Easter baskets. And how they must have stole a whole truck, right? They must have stole like the whole truck of Kit Kats. I miss the Kit Kat commercials, the old Kit Kat commercials. The new ones are stupid. So there was a cat rescued from inside a basement wall in New York. Kit Kats are gone too fast. Yes. Munchkin, Scuba says Kit Kats are gone too fast. Munchkin says very rare to find a candy bar I don't like. When I moved into the apartment, they had a little welcome basket and had Whitman's candy, a big box of Whitman's candy. And I'm still finishing it, trying to finish it. Yeah, I mean, that's the perks, you know, just me and Molly. But they're good. Whitman's candy is good. Scuba says, oh, yoo-hoo, I drink the water. They need bigger bottles. Yes. Wait a minute. Wasn't there, but Milky Way is the one I don't like. Yeah, I never liked Milky Ways either. Yeah, I was never big on Milky Ways. What are those? What are those snack ones with the peanuts? Oh, what are they called? Paydays. I quit eating those because those are the worst on my teeth. Paydays, all the sugar and those are the worst. All the sugar and everything, and the peanuts would get caught in my teeth and everything. Snickers are the best. Yeah, Snickers are good. Greg says I joined AARP and carry Werther's. Werther's candy. Yes. You joined, did you? You joined AARP? Good for you, Greg Laney. I can't afford that. That's a luxury to join AARP. They're expensive. They are expensive. Greg Laney, you're that old? You are that old? What? AARP already? Oh my gosh. What was the candies? Let's see. Something Scooby said. Did they have a drink? A chocolate? Do you remember the chocolate drinks? Like we had Nestle's drink, right? The chocolate drink, and then wasn't there a Yoo-hoo or something? Was a chocolate drink, and it came out looked like a little milk bottle. Munchkin says Greg hasn't. Wait, I gotta go over here. My Good Bar and Skull are my faves, Munchkin says, and Greg hasn't graduated to the little strawberry candies from Hickory Farms yet, Munchkin says. Yeah, Yoo-hoo. Yeah, Yoo-hoo. That wasn't that chocolate drink. That was a chocolate drink. Yeah, Yoo-hoo. Yeah, remember that? And then we had Nestle's Quick, and it was the little bunny was on the front of the Nestle's Quick. Remember that was I used to love that. You get that big gallon of milk out, and you put, geez, it's the ice is like hitting the window. You put the gallon of milk out there, and you put the Nestle's Quick. Remember that? And stir it up. So good. Make a big mess. Yoo-hoos are great. Yeah, I don't think I ever drank those. I forgot about those. Then again, my short-term memory isn't so good anymore. Chocolate water. Yeah, that is. Nestle's Quick always had some good chocolate drinks, right? The big water, big gallon of milk. You put the milk out, and you put Nestle's Quick. That was a big deal. I wish I knew where to buy them, Greg. They're delicious, Munchkin says. Oh, she's talking about the strawberry candies or whatever. So let's see. Oh yeah. So I got distracted here because I'm reading all this, but it says a cat got rescued from inside a basement wall in New York. Firefighters in New York came to the rescue of a cat that spent 2 days trapped inside the walls of a home's basement. How do you do that? How would he get? Cats they can crawl through anything pretty much. I found that out. Like in my walk-in closet, I have all boxes in there right now, right? And in all the boxes, whatever in the boxes is pretty much Christmas, all my Christmas stuff. And I got Christmas Village stuff, everything. Anyway, I have boxes just all stacked in that closet, and I have to make sure that I keep them all close together because Molly will squeeze in between those boxes, and she'll go behind all the boxes, and the boxes are stacked, okay, above my head pretty much. And so she goes behind there, and she can't get out. I have to pull some of those boxes out, and so she can get out from behind all the boxes, and it's crazy. So I think I fixed that situation. She can't get back there anymore. Like, geez, Louise, girl. So we have kitties are fun though. I'd be lost without my Miss Molly. She is a trip. She really is. Opossums. So a possum stowed away to Alaska on a cargo ship and got a new home at a zoo in Alaska. So that's a good ending story for that opossum, right? He stowed away and they rescued him and got him to the zoo to live out the rest of his life. I don't know how old the opossum was or anything, but that's a pretty good story. I love it when that the animal stories end like they do, right? Famous quote from Beavis. Oh, Gregory says, I'm never gonna score. Famous quote from Beavis. Beavis and Butthead. Robert used to love Robert Paragliding Talk. If you're listening, he'd love that show. He would watch that show like every day. Beavis and Butthead. Yes. I knew a lot of Beavis and Buttheads in my past. I probably dated some Beavis and Buttheads. I'm sure I did. I'm sure at school there was a lot of Beavis and Buttheads there too, right? Yeah, I haven't watched that in a while. So they have, okay, so I got some of my notes here. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got a riddle for y'all. I got a bunch here. All right. This is funny. Okay, so this is some jokes. Okay, why shouldn't you tell duck jokes on April Fool's Day? Why shouldn't you tell duck jokes on April Fool's Day? Let's see who gets the first answer. What's the answer? Why shouldn't you tell quick jokes? Why shouldn't you tell duck jokes on April Fool's Day? Greg Lane says, I do have to jump off line VR golf competition. I do want to hear the riddle first. Yes. Okay. So tell me what it is. It says, why shouldn't you tell duck jokes on April Fools? Nobody will quack up. That's right. It says they will quack up. That's funny. That's pretty funny. I like this. Okay, I told you we were just going to chill it tonight because we're going to do some riddles. I'm going to talk some food. We're going to talk Easter stuff, some of your Easter memories, all that stuff growing up, your favorite memories of Easter. I said they have a talking fridge. So you tape a talking greeting card inside the fridge door and that says something silly when the light goes on. So I never tried that. I know I like those talking cards. They're kind of cool. But those cards are expensive. They're like $8 or something like that for those fancy talking cards. You open up and they sing happy birthday to you or whatever, you pop them open. It has to take a very special person to spend $8 on a card, a talking card, no less. But that's pretty funny. What did the April Fool say to the calendar? Oh, this is good. Anybody? What did the April Fool say to the calendar? So you guys can talk among yourselves. What do you think it is? You know what it is? Do you know what the answer is? Anybody? I hear crickets. I'm hearing crickets in the comments. What did the April Fool say to the calendar? Who's going to get the answer first? I'm hearing crickets in the chat here. Anybody know that answer? Put in there. Put no cheating. No cheating. I guess I'll have to tell you because nobody's answering me. Oh, there we go. At least give us a chance to Google. No, Google it. No, you can't Google it. You just have to guess from the top of your head what you think the answer is. You can't. Let's see. No, I don't know. Thank you, Bill. No, you don't Google it. Let's see. What did the April Fool say to the calendar? Your days are numbered. Get it? Your days are numbered. See? There you go. That's a funny one. I thought that was funny, right? What did the April Fool say to the calendar? Your days are numbered. That's pretty good. There's some funnier ones, though, in here, too. Oh, see? Munchkin liked that one. See? She's laughing. Thank you. I thought I lost everybody. Because people that are watching the show, they're like, what is this girl doing? I told you it's Wackadoodle Weather Thursday, right? Okay, so you can Google this. What has 1,000 legs but cannot walk? Okay, what has 1,000 legs but cannot walk? Anybody? What has 1,000 legs but cannot walk? See if who gets it. That's the last one there. And I still got a whole pages here. Anybody know? Wolf says a marathon. Nope. What has 1,000 legs but cannot walk? It's not a marathon. This is kind of, makes sense, right? 1,000 legs but cannot walk. So then what does it do then? It's a centipede. A centipede. What does it do then if it can't walk? It's got 1,000 legs and it can't walk. A liquor cabinet. Will fly. What is with you and the liquor cabinet, the liquor thing? Yes. Puts that in there. All right. Throw that there. Okay, here we go. What is the middle? Okay, here, this is going to make you think. I would say millipede. Yeah, it said centipede. I don't know why. Yeah, it said centipede for the answer, but that's a good answer though. That's a good answer. Centipede has way less legs. I wonder why they said 1,000. Yeah, that's what the answer they gave or whatever. That's fun. And that's weird, huh? Good answer though. I'm learning some things from y'all. I am. Yeah, this is anybody who's just joining, is watching us from your living room. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse. And I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we just kind of hang out and do riddles and talk about life and make everybody just a feel-good show, right? Because I want everybody to leave here just feeling good, having that positive attitude to get you through the rest of the week, which tomorrow's Friday already. So it's like I said, I love doing the show. It's my 92nd show. At the end of, mark this on your calendar, and I believe the 28th, May 28th, will be my 100th show. So we're going to celebrate. I'm going to try, and I'm going to let all my former guests, let them know, come and hang in the chat to celebrate with me on my 100th show. So it's pretty cool, right? Pretty exciting. And my what I want to say, I'm getting a lot of subscribers. My subscribers numbers are going up. And like I said, doing a live stream is not for the faint of heart. Takes a lot, a lot of brainstorming to keep your audience and to keep people coming back, And I always look at it. We all do our live streams different. Sometimes not for everybody, that's life, whatever. But I sure as heck enjoy doing this, and I sure appreciate everybody coming back every week, all my chatters and my listeners and my viewers that watch me every week, and all the shenanigans, because I'm the shenana dog, as my friend at work used to call me. Munchkin says, speaking of bugs, I put my ant killer stuff away and don't remember where. I hate that. No idea why people watch my watch. I'm going back and forth here. No idea why people watch me. I just wing it. You do good, Scooby. I enjoy your show. And you got Munchkin there too. It makes a big difference when you have two people there to kind of keep things going along. When you're flying solo like me, it's a little more challenging. But and I have shenanan once, and I shall shenanigan. There you go, Munchkin. I like that. I'm all about shenanigans. I am. I'm all about shenanigans, I have to tell you something really funny, though. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I guess, I had to do some laundry. So I thought I'll go and sit in the community center. It's a beautiful, big community room, whatever. And they got tables and chairs and couches, and they've got little tables and all that stuff, coffee table. And so I sat down in the love seat, which was closest to the door, right? Little me sitting on the love seat. And I'm looking on my phone, and here comes this little chunky monkey girl, I call it. She comes, comes comes in the room, whatever, plops herself down right next to me. I don't know who she was. I've never seen her before. Maybe I've seen her walking around the building, but it just took me by surprise, right? And so I had to literally move over. And she was young, but not that young, right? But yeah, she just sat down right next to me. And she was like that close. And I was like, and I had to kind of move so she could sit down, right? I just thought that was so weird because there's couches and chairs there, and she chose to just plop down right next to me. And didn't say hi, nothing, just sat down, here I am. And so I looked at her and I made some quick conversation, and she just had this blank look on her face. And I'm like, what the heck is wrong with her? So I just nonchalantly got up and went to check my other laundry. And then when I came back, I went and sat down on the chair across from the love seat. Okay. So how would you react to that? You're at work, you're in the break room, and then somebody, comes and you're sitting in your space, right? And then somebody comes in and sits down in your space. Okay. And I felt like she sat down. I wasn't on a big couch. I was on this little love seat, and she came and sat down, just boom, right there. Like I said, I had to move because I'm like, who are you? I want to make friends, but not like that. This diet sucks. Scuba says Busch Gardens on Saturday. That will be some exercise. Oh, you're going to Busch Gardens, huh? Okay. So how do you react to that, right? So maybe that's something we talk about when somebody gets in your space, you know what I mean? And later on too, I sat in my chair, I was waiting for my laundry to dry. So I sat in the other chair, and that was across from the love seat. And I said, some gal came and sat down, and I said hello to her, and she took her ear pod out for a minute, those pods or whatever. And she, I said, hi, isn't it a great day today? And she takes her iPod out, whatever you call it, ear pod things. And she's like, what? Like that. What? And I was like, isn't it great? It's a beautiful day. Nothing. Said, this is another little Gen Zs, I try to be nice to people, and that's all I can do, right? And I don't take it to heart, like, you know what I mean? That you're going to meet all kinds of people here. But yeah, she just, I tried to start a little conversation like I do, me. I'm like, hi, even when I came out of my apartment the other day, take my garbage out, and there was another dude that walked past me with the coffee, and I said, good morning, like that, whatever. Stone face, did not say boo-hoo, kiss my butt, whatever, nothing. So whatever, you know what I mean? So I say hello to everybody. Once in a while I get a smile out of people, because they're going to meet going in and out of that elevator all day long. People, you meet all kinds of people, right? But I just have to, it's all part of life. And like I said, not everybody's going to like you, but, it goes back to, what if you're somewhere and somebody gets in your space, you got to move back a little bit. And when that gal sat down in the love seat next to me, I had no idea who she was. And the love seats aren't very big, but she was big. And then didn't even make a conversation with me. I knew, I was like, I just moved or whatever. The picture behind you looks like a close-up of popcorn. Oh, this one right here. Yeah, that's, it does. Yeah, it could look like popcorn, right? I can bring it down. You can look at, if you really look at it, it looks like there's a cat. I can pull it down real quick. Let me see. Let me see. There we go. Sorry, Molly. Molly's like, what the heck are you doing? So if you look at it, like the cool thing about this picture is that you can turn it any which way, and it, like, to me, I could see cat eyes in here. See if you turn it like that, right? You can turn it all different ways, and every time you look at the picture, it's you know, it looks different, right? I'm not very good at this, but I don't know what you see, but see, you can turn it all different ways. It's kind of cool. But yeah, it was actually Molly inspired me with all her colors in her. So we got the browns and the black and the white. And like I said, I did this painting with an old makeup brush. And Munchkin will know what I'm talking about. It's the blush brush, right? The little blush brush. And, you know, we put our blush on when we blush. You know, we blush, put our makeup on. And I had an old makeup brush, so I just dipped the makeup brush in the paint, and I just dab it. Dab everywhere. It's super easy. And I did this in 2022, I think. So I know I'm getting the itch to paint again, but I just have nowhere to put all these paintings. But I'm going to try and get them all up and just do an art gallery, right? But that's that one. And then this is my other one, which I think is kind of cool. I called this like the forest green, the think green. This is my other one that I did. And this one you can pretty much you know, call it whatever. You can see the shiny, you know, it's pretty shiny in the middle, but it's like the planet, you know. What I'm doing with a lot of my old canvas, you know, paintings that maybe I'm not too crazy about, I can paint over them too. So this, you can pretty much put it any way that you want. But, you know, everybody sees it different. Everybody sees it, you know, sees the paintings different. Yeah, and I just find stuff around the house. You know, I can go to the dollar store and I buy little kitchen. I told you before, I buy some like kitchen gadgets, you know, little gadgets, like something for, like, you can take sponges, and you know, the sponges have the like those scrub sponges, have the scrubby on one side, and you can take that and you can put paint on, you know, like take paint and just on the canvas and take that scrubby brush or whatever, or it's not brush, but the scrubby spongy thing, that dish sponge, and you can just do whatever you want over the canvas, right? You dip it in the paint and just scrub it on there, and you can do a lot of different things, a lot of different kitchen gadgets. I even had a dish, what was it? One of those things that you can wash, that you scrub your dishes out, you know. I forgot what you call it, but it's like a sponge on the end of it, like a yellow sponge. And I use that. And then I've done bubble wrap paintings, and this could also be like a bubble wrap painting, which is kind of cool. So what you do is you take the brush and you paint on the bubble wrap, right? And then you flip the bubble wrap over on the canvas, and you push it down on the canvas, and it makes really cool, like stained glass looking. So there's so many things you can do. There really is. It's so fun. I mean, people go and spend fortune on paintbrushes and stuff. And all you got to do is like go to the dollar store and go down where all the you know, the kitchen gadgets are, and you can find all different stuff to, you know, do your abstract-y paintings and all that. I have one of those potato mashers I bought at the dollar store. Think about it. You can take the potato masher, and I think I'll show you a painting sometime that I use a potato masher to make some abstracties. So It's fun. It's fun. So anyway, yeah, so like I said, I talked about, my space, right? That's kind of, maybe that's when people get in your space, that was just an awkward moment. And now if some guy sat down like that, sat next to me, I'd probably freak out, right? I would probably be totally uncomfortable, and I would move over like right away. It would be really odd. It would be really odd, but there's nobody here that I'm interested in. Not at all. That's just what I don't need in my life right now. Okay, so here's a question. All right. Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed my my paintings, because I bring them out. I hung some more up behind me or whatever, and I'm going to put some more paintings out eventually and all that stuff. But what is in the middle of March and April? But never at the beginning or end. So what is in the middle of March and April? But this is a riddle thing or whatever. What is in the middle of March and April, but never at the beginning or end? What letter is it? You guys can Google it. That's fine. Let you Google away, my little Googlers. I'm the Googler of the Googlers. Yes, I am the Googlers of Googlers. Make sure you put those blue hearts in the comment, okay? Get those blue hearts going. Good job. That's right, Munchkin, smarty pants. Munchkin, she's a smarty pants. She is. That's right. It is R. Good job. Oh, look at this one's for this is a funny one. This one's for Greg. This one's for Greg Laney. What did the golfer see? Where is Greg now? Greg, are you listening? Are you listening, Greg? What did the golfer bring? Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants? This made me laugh. This made me laugh. Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants? See if you can, somebody's going to guess it. It's pretty funny answer. Pretty funny. Greg Laney, this was for you, Greg Laney, watching your golf. Somebody will guess it. Somebody will guess it. I thought this was super funny. It's the little things. Was he Tiger Woods? I know, Will Fly, right? See, all the money in the world, right? All the money in the world, and he gets a DUI. Big superstar, right? Not. Hey, John Cowboy's in the house. What's up, Cowboy? How are you? How are you? Good to see you. All right, you want to know the answer, everybody? It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants? Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants? In case he got a hole in one. You get it? In case he got a hole in one. John said he's tired. What's going on, dude? I'm glad you're here, Cowboy. I got to mark it down. Got all my chatters in the chat. I so appreciate. I tell you what, you guys, my guys and gals that come here every week, it just warms my heart. I do. I love y'all. Love y'all. Okay, let's see. What has to be broken before you can use it? What has to be broken before you can use it? Does anybody know? It's a food. It's a food. Rim shot. What has to be broken before you can use it? An egg. That's right. That's right. Good job, Will Fly. An egg. Yes. Yes. Okay. You guys are good. What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters? What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters? I know, I'm making everybody think. This is so fun. This is like having our own little Easter, our little Easter live stream, right? Our little riddles, the riddles. So we're keeping it light. We're just chilling like a villain. This weather's crazy. Told you. Wacky weather, wackadoodle weather Thursday. That's what it is. Got this ice storm going on outside in the northern. Crazy. Anybody can guess it? What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters? I don't know if that makes sense. The answer is short. What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters? It says short. I don't know. I wrote this down. I was like, okay. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, this is a funny one. Okay, that one wasn't that funny. You know, you read and you go, haha. You know, like people. Do you ever try to tell a joke and then you can't remember like the answer? Like you start telling the joke and then you forget how to tell the joke. I've done that too. I've done that. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you want to hear about that? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I can't remember. And then they'll be like, no, what's the answer? And then you can't remember the answer. Yeah, I'm the worst. If I don't write it down, forget it, right? So let's see. What room has no doors or windows? Anybody know? What room has no doors or windows? Who can guess this one? This is a pretty funny answer. What room has no doors or windows? Anybody know? Anybody know? Can you guess it? Can you guess it? You can Google it, my Googlers. Make sure you put those blue hearts in the comments and the bunnies, because it is Autism Awareness today, April 2nd. No, it's a mushroom. Get it? Mushroom. What room has no doors or windows? A mushroom. A mushroom. That's a pretty funny one. Oh, that was funny. Okay, this is a good one. This is definitely a Shane riddle. What do you call? You ready now? And this could be like a Greg Laney one too. What do you call a fake noodle? What do you call a fake noodle? A fake noodle. I was looking up at the TV and it's like red everywhere downstate. Oh my gosh, that's just crazy. It's called an impasta. Get it? Impasta? Yeah. We'll fly. Yeah, impasta. Yeah, you an impasta. Get it? I like that one. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. Munch can say, damn it, Will. Oh my God. I know he beat you to it. This is kind of silly, but what did one wall say to the other wall? What did one wall say to the other wall? Anybody? What did one wall say to the other wall? What did one wall say to the other wall? We'll fly and meet you at the corner. That's right. Meet you at the corner, baby. That's right. One wall to the other wall. Meet you at the corner. That's right. Good job, Will. All right. What did the ocean say to the beach? This is a good one too. What did the ocean say to the beach? This is a pretty funny one. It's pretty funny. What did the ocean say to the beach? Ooh, the wind's picking up outside. Grr. They waved goodbye. Gosh, dang. Yes, nothing. It just waved. Look at you, Will, Mr. Googler. Faster than the fastest. What kind of shoes do frogs wear when spring comes? What kind of shoes do frogs wear when spring comes? That's the last one. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. What kind of shoes do frogs wear when spring comes? So that's what we do. This is perfect treehouse stuff tonight. What? No. See ya. Open-toed. They wear open-toed. Get it? Open-toed. That's pretty froggy. Feeling froggy tonight. Yes, had to share that. I had to share that. So I'm looking at my notes. Yes. And thank you everybody for hanging out. Good night. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm really happy that everybody's here tonight. I really am. This is a perfect. Like I get to spend time with my besties here. You're all my besties. And before Easter Sunday, and tomorrow's Good Friday. And I remember growing up on Good Friday because I grew up Catholic, and from 12 to 3, from 12 in the afternoon to 3 in the afternoon, I was not allowed to go out and play from 12 to 3 because, we were doing the Stations of the Cross, they called it. Will Fly said that was kind of funny. I know, huh? Those jokes that was pretty good. That was fun tonight. That was fun. Like I said, just keeping it light. But yeah, I just remember growing up that we were either sitting home from 12 to 3 and I remember I was mad because I wanted to roller skate. I wanted to get out and go on my roller skates. And Mom said no, that I had to stay in the house because of Good Friday, and we had to pray. Or if we weren't at the house, then we were in church doing the Stations of the Cross. And people that were Catholic, anybody that grew up Catholic would know what I'm talking about. They gave us these little prayer books. And then at 3, I remember at 3 o'clock, like it seemed like on Fridays or whatever, like when we did and you weren't allowed to eat meat on Fridays or during Lent, as I called it. Like this was Lent before Easter, and you weren't allowed to eat meat on Fridays. And I remember my mom and dad calling the priest at the house, calling the priest at the church, and one day and asking, my dad wanted to know if it was still okay to eat meat on Friday. And I guess the priest wasn't very nice to my dad. Kind of said, what are you asking me for, or whatever kind of thing. So I just remember we couldn't eat meat on Fridays, and on Good Friday, we had to pray, and then I remember at 3 o'clock, that's when they put Jesus on the cross. And, at 3 o'clock, I remember it would get really cloudy, and, we would all have to pray and everything. But I just remember that, Good Friday was doing that. And what else? What are your best memories of Easter? I remember my cousins coming over coming to the house, and they always brought these big, oh, beautiful Easter baskets, all wrapped in cellophane and everything. Now they just put junk in all these Easter baskets, right? They'd have giant chocolate Easter bunnies inside the Easter baskets. And I remember when my kids were growing up and my boys were growing up, I would hide Easter eggs in the yard for them. They loved that. Hide them around the house, because we color Easter eggs the night before or whatever, and they loved it. And then I would hide Easter eggs, in the yard, in the backyard or whatever. And we have a little Easter egg hunt, right? Supposedly I'm going to Ryan and Leslie's for Easter. And maybe we'll celebrate after Easter, because everybody's working. They work a lot. And so we'll see, we'll see. But I'm thinking, that's what I was going to talk about, some food, okay? I don't know if you guys can tell me about your Easters before we get on this food here. In all seriousness, I'm grateful for the sacrifice Jesus made. That's right, we'll fly. Amen to that. Amen to that. Yes. Yeah, there's so many cool worship songs out there, but I won't start singing them or whatever. But I've always liked Easter. My mom, we always had Easter ham, and all the fixins and everything when I was growing up. I just remember the smell of the ham cooking in the oven, and just my cousins would come over, my aunt and uncle and my cousins would come over, and they have those big old Easter baskets. And I remember being so excited, and eating chocolate for weeks and weeks. Just little things. There's so many things I remember, growing up, and then of course all the kids sat at the kids' table, and we weren't allowed to sit at the adult table. All the adults sat at the big table, and then we had to sit. We always had a little card table where the kids all sat together at the card table, and the parents and everything. Did you all do that when you were growing up? And then the parents, all the adults sat at the big table and the kitchen table or whatever. And I remember doing that. And a lot of times we would have our Easters downstairs, especially if we had a lot of company. We would have in the basement, we'd set it all up and we'd have Easter downstairs or whatever. A lot of good. I'm very blessed. Blessed life, like growing up, my family and we're still very close. And, it's hard because my daddy passed away right in April. Sorry, Daddy. April 18th, 2023, right? My daddy passed away. And my mom, I talk to my mom at least once a week, and we usually talk for like 2 hours. My mom's 99 years old, 99, bless her heart. And we always have good conversations, just like talking to a friend, and I talk to her and I just tell her about all my shenanigans up here where I live. And she just loves the conversation, and she just she sounds great. So she's like 4 hours away. But I would have to get for me to go down and see her, I'd have to, I'd have to have Ryan or Leslie take me down there or whatever, because, I don't have my truck anymore or whatever, but it's all good. So I was looking up, you guys all remember the honey bake? We're talking food here, but the honey bake hams. Remember when you go to the honey bake ham place or whatever, honey bake ham company? All right. Man, do you know how much how much a ham costs now from the honey bake ham place? Anybody know? Where's my food gurus out there? I looked up, I Googled honey baked hams, right? And they cost from $104 to $120. But whole hams go up to $163 for a ham. Munchkins at $89. Yeah. Whole hams up to $163. A 4 pound ham is like $90. And a bone and half. My dad in heaven right now he's just, because my dad was a Belgian butcher, right? We were growing up. We had our own family-owned grocery store and all that. And so, of course, my dad, always brought the hams. Obviously, came from the store, from our grocery store. But my dad's probably like, going, oh my God, bone and ham, 7 to 9 pounds, $103 to $119. I can just hear my dad up there going, $103. They are delicious, and they sell. Oh, I'm going back and forth. They sell the bone. Yeah, the bone ends. Yes. So you can make soup. Yeah, my dad used to do that too. Yes. Bone and quarter ham, $84.99. Or if you just want turkey breast is $69. So in the 1980s, the hams were only $55, if that tells you anything. In the 1980s, hams were only $55. I know, now I'm hungry. So what is your favorite? What's your favorite side dish for Easter? Like, what are y'all doing for Easter? Put in there what you're doing for Easter. You can just put in the chat. Put some Easter bunnies in the chat too. What you're eating for, what you're doing for Easter, what you're eating, making, whatever, your side dishes. I love, I think I put it on here. Some of the side dishes. Yes. Scalloped potatoes, green bean casserole, squash. That's all really good. Really good stuff. Now I'm hungry. Let's see. Somehow that seems wrong, but yeah. Deviled eggs. Yes. Oh, I don't eat deviled eggs. Oh, no, I'm not a deviled egg person per se. Deviled eggs, they backfire, and they give me a tummy ache. John says about 30 families coming to my house in Huntsville. Oh, that 30? Wow, you're going to be busy, John. Cowboy John says he's got like 30 family. Dang. That's a lot. That's nice though. You got family. About 30 families coming to your house. Wow. You're gonna have a lot of people to feed, John. Holy moly. Yeah, deviled, I'm not a deviled egg. And the other thing I don't like is V8 juice. Who likes V8 juice? No, I ain't. My girls have a problem. Oh, what? Let's say no, I ain't. My girls have a problem. Oh, you're gonna let the girls cook. You're gonna let the girls cook? Flyer Bill says I do. What was I just asking? I know I'm looking at the chat. I'm getting all over the place. So the deviled eggs and the V8. Oh, I don't like V8 juice. I like V8 juice. It's like drinking ketchup. Have you ever heard of red slaw? I just learned about it today. Red slaw, it's just cabbage, red cabbage, right? Isn't it just red cabbage, Willfly? Coleslaw. I love coleslaw. Coleslaw is good. Good fiber. Yeah, I've never been big on V8. I remember going to my aunt's house for Christmas, and she'd have the table all set up with the beautiful linen, the fancy-wancy dishes and the whole thing. Do people even do that? Do they bring out their best dishes for Easter anymore? People, you go, look at when you go to the thrift stores, all the dishes now, I wonder if I don't think they'll ever come back. All the dishware, because the china and everything. I think it's because it's got lead in it, and because everybody microwaves everything, so you can't put it in the microwave. So maybe just people that collect those. John says I eat pickled and red cabbage every day. I haven't had coleslaw like forever. Maybe at the restaurant. The thing I love coleslaw, but you know what? What I hate is when you go to the restaurant, you order coleslaw, like you go to fish fry, you order coleslaw, and they put the coleslaw, the little bowl of coleslaw on the dish with your hot food. So when you get the coleslaw, right, the little bowl, it's warm, and I won't eat it. Sometimes I send it back and I say the coleslaw is hot, the coleslaw is warm, lukewarm or whatever, and I won't eat it. I like that separate. Coleslaw is iguana food. Yeah. Coleslaw is good though. But yeah, when you go to the restaurant, I order coleslaw, a side of coleslaw. A lot of them, I want them to bring me the coleslaw, but keep it separate from that hot plate, because they put that little bowl, and who knows how long that bowl is sitting there and that hot plate under the warmer, right, when it's at the restaurant and stuff. So that's one thing that makes me crazy, because the coleslaw has to be cold. It has to be really cold. So I like, favorite candy, Easter candies: jelly beans, Cadbury mini eggs, marshmallow peeps, or Lindt gold bunnies. What is your favorite? What's your favorite? Remember those little marshmallow peeps? I'm more like, jelly beans are okay, but I like the gold bunnies, like the little chocolate bunnies. Whopper eggs. Oh yeah, the Cadbury eggs, huh? Yeah, yep. Cadbury mini eggs. Those are pretty good. Those are really good. Yeah. But my mom used to, as we got older or whatever, my mom would put out a nice little centerpiece of Easter eggs, and like one of those three. I know Munchkin would know. It's like a 3-tier, and you put all, you can put all kinds of different candies, or put your little snacks on there. It's like a 3-tier thing you put on the table, and she used to fill it with Easter eggs and the Easter straw, whatever. She put it around in the Easter eggs and stuff. I remember doing that. I remember my dad brought an Easter bunny home one time. We got pictures of me holding the Easter bunny. And yeah, Munchkin says, I know what you mean. Yeah, my mom still has hers. I'm pretty sure she does. But I remember she used to decorate, and she put on in the middle of the table, and she would put all different, different stuff in there, all that stuff. So, very good memories, right? Good memories growing up. I have to say, I'm very blessed, and this means the world to me that you're all here tonight, because we are in Easter week. And Will Fly says, Munchkin, can you actually reach 3 tiers? Oh boy. I used to polyfill in the basket. Yes. Yep. The Easter baskets, make your own Easter baskets. It's cheaper that way. Absolutely cheaper, make Easter baskets. Yeah. I used to make some Easter baskets, but now I can't really make any Easter baskets and lay them around, because Molly would eat all the fancy straw, whatever it is that you find they put in the Easter baskets, right? All different colors, green and blue and orange and all that stuff. Molly would eat all that. Just a 3-tier candy dish. Yeah. But I can't. I can't have that fancy stuff with the straw, whatever you call it, for Easter, when you fill the Easter baskets with it, and you'd hide the candies inside all that straw, and they're all different colors, because Molly would eat the straw. She likes that plastic. Miss Molly loves her plastic. Yes. I just, I'm going to close it down in a few minutes, but I'm just super thankful for all of you tonight, for being here tonight on my Thursday night. Whack-a-doodle weather Thursday, as we call it. Yeah, this means the world to me that I can, we can all be together. Munchkin says my cat eats plastic too. Yeah, I can't even leave. I can't, like those little sandwich bags. If I happen to leave one laying there, she'll start nibbling on it. Same with like my Amazon boxes. Some of the tape on there, she likes to pull on that tape, and I have to make sure that I put the Amazon, crush the Amazon boxes, put them away to recycle or whatever, because she will eat them. But yes, I'm very thankful, like I said, for everybody here tonight. It's a very special Easter week. And I want you to all just enjoy family, because life's too short, right? Life is too short. My birthday's next month, right? It's sneaking up on me really fast, really fast. It's just crazy. It feels like I just had a birthday, and I think, oh my gosh. So I try to enjoy every single day that I can, right? Every day I get up. I thank the good Lord for my beautiful place, because I know it was him. I know it was the Lord, good Lord, that got me here, that put me in this place right here. And he knew I'd be happy, and he wanted me to be happy. So he gave me the sunrises and the big windows and a safe place to be. And it definitely is a safe place. And I can afford it. He gave me everything that I needed. He gave me everything. So, and I got you all here tonight. We really had fun. We played with the riddles, and we talked, we did the little jokes, and then I do my new news to me. And so it's great. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse. And I'm here every Thursday night, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't let anybody stop you. You want to pursue some. Yes, put some blue hearts in the chat, and some Easter bunnies and all that for autism and everything, because it is Easter week, and it's also Autism Awareness Day. I just don't let anybody. You do what makes you happy, right? You do what makes you happy. Don't let anybody steal your sunshine. And that's what I tell people sometimes. I'll see perfect strangers sometimes. I'll say hello, whatever, maybe they open the door for me or whatnot, and I'll say thank you. I mean, I even called where, like, I get my, where the bus, my thank you, Will put the blue hearts in there. Thank you. I even called the place where I go and get on my shuttle, my bus rides, right? And I just called them and I wish them a happy Easter. And she was like, she didn't expect that at all. I just told them I appreciated them, everything they do, the dispatchers and my bus drivers, and not everybody does that. And so sometimes you might not feel like sharing those things. But I tell you what, just sometimes you'll just make somebody's day, right? You just make their day and just say, I appreciate you. And I appreciate you all. I do. So don't forget to tell somebody. You can look at your kitty, look at your dogs or whatever, and just say, I appreciate you. You can look at the person next to you and say, I appreciate you. You can put that in the chat if you want. I appreciate you, because I do. So on a quick note here, because I'm going to plug my laptop in, it's going down fast. So hold on to your dreams and never let them go. Show the rest of the world how wonderful you are. Okay, just what I was talking about tonight. I love those hearts. Thank you. Give circumstances a chance and give others the benefit of the doubt. Take on your problems one by one and work things out. I always just say, I say, pray about everything. Pray about everything. Rely on all the strength you have inside Let loose of the sparkle and spirit that you sometimes try to hide. Stay in touch with those who touch your life with love. So there you go. And Will said, that's very true. Sometimes someone will give me a genuine smile and really has a positive effect. Yeah. Yeah, because they don't expect that, I told you how many times have I been on the bus, going on my appointments, on the bus or doing whatever. And I've had, I had a lady that she forgot her money, her bus money, $2.50. And I paid for her bus fare, just not even thinking twice about it. I knew, since she was struggling, like, I don't know what I do with my money, and she was probably 80 years old or whatever, probably going to dialysis or whatever, and I paid for her bus fare, and she got tears in her eyes, and she just, took my hand or whatever and said, thank you so much, and I'm sure she still talks about it, and I gave her some faith that there are people out there that do care. So just those little things, go out there and do something little. And I tell you what, you do that and it'll come back to you 1,000 times. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it, give to others or whatever, and it will come back. It will come back to you. So that's it. That's my advice for the night, for the day, whatever. Yeah, just be kind and take care of you. And you got to take care of you first so that you can take care of others. You know what I'm saying? Like spiritually or however, not like physically as such, but yeah, just spiritually kind of thing. Be kind to people and on days that you don't feel like being kind and just say that smile or whatever. And I got some good people that live in the building. Don't get me wrong. I got some gals that are super nice, and I'm blessed. Like I said, I go down and every day get on my bike and it helps me mentally. I just get into my little groove. I say some prayers. Sometimes I just talk to God while I'm riding my bike, and I just thank him for everything. And that's what life's about. So you all go out there, be safe. Okay. Hug your loved ones and we'll fly. Hug those wieners. Okay. I bet they're getting big. Will Fly's got two cute little wiener dogs, cute wiener dogs. And I'm sure they make your life better too. So we'd be lost without our pets. I'd be lost without Molly. We're a tag team. Molly's my bug catcher too. She'll catch the flies sometimes or whatever she's before I do. So anyway, I'm going to say goodnight to y'all. Thank you so much. Make sure that you're hitting that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a show. And yeah, the puppies grow fast, huh? Yeah, they grow up fast, but you got to show them who's boss. Well, you're the boss, right? You're the boss man. You're the boss man of the wieners. That's right. You got to be the boss man. Will said, thanks for the show. Hope everyone has a wonderful Easter. Don't forget tomorrow night, Scuba Vapes. All right. Hanging with Scooby, however you Scuba. And Munchkin, lovely Munchkin, his lovely wife Munchkin. And they're on YouTube, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. And so make sure y'all stop by there and say hi, say hey. And I appreciate everybody. Like I said, I know I say it 1,000 times when I do the show, but everybody wants to be appreciated. So I appreciate y'all. I do. Big hearts, all that good stuff. And I'm glad you put up with my shenanigans every Thursday. So I'm going to shut this baby down and keep watching, see where all these storms are going. And hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. I don't know. So I'm getting my mouse all lined up so that I can end the show here. And Oh, I'm so rude. I am so rude. I have to do my thing here before we close it or whatever. So I got to give a shout out to all my chatters that stopped by tonight on Autism Awareness Month and Easter week. And that is Bill H., Scooby-Doo, Greg Laney, my sisters Judy, my sister-in-law Kim, Cowboy John, and Munchkin all stopped by the Treehouse tonight. So I appreciate everybody. Like I said, I say appreciate 100 times. I know. But yeah, so thank you all for being here, and go out and have a safe day tomorrow and all that stuff. And we'll see Scooby tomorrow night. And that's it. So I'm going to get going because you know what? I got to pee. I know. See, I can just tell you that. I got to pee. That's how I'm ending the show. When you got to go, you got to go, right? That's it. And Molly says good night. She's all chilled and all that stuff. So, night, everybody. I love you bunches. You know that. Big hearts. Be safe. And we'll talk all at you later. Well, you know where to find me. I'm always I'm on Facebook. So, you know, if you need to message me, whatever, I'm always here. My phone's always on and everything. So, you know how that goes. Got to take care of each other, right? I'm always here. So you need something to talk about, you need to call, you need to vent, I'm right here. My sis knows. So bye everybody. Love you bunches. I'll see you next week. Paramount USA, Lindy's Treehouse, signing out. Boop, 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 boop. Coffee kicked in, I'm ready to go, all that stuff. So all right, I'm going now. Bye, everybody. Y'all behave, okay? Say your prayers. Jesus loves you. Bye. I'm going to end.